Why do you climb the mountains? A question with more answers than people who have ever tried to form a response. A question I've failed to answer countless times. But perhaps a good response would be to ask, why don't you climb the mountains? For me, there can never be a brief, eloquently worded response that would allow you to understand. I can only speak for myself, but it is not just as simple as because it's there. A safe answer is to say I do it for the views, for the beautiful scenery, for the delicate flowers clinging to rocks, forming pockets of color as they wave in the wind. Or for the moss as bright as I've seen anywhere, lush and soft, contrasting the landscape of otherwise hard, dull rocks. To exist above, below, and within the clouds, sometimes all at the same time. To watch as ancient glaciers melt, forming stunning blue lakes, and a trail of life along its path towards the ocean. For the ever-changing colors and textures of the exposed stone of the earth. To find stillness in the absolute silence of the mountaintops. To feel humbled by the scale of it all, and marvel at the long and dramatic history of the universe that has led to this very moment, standing on top of a little piece of it as it simultaneously grows taller and crumbles below your feet. But as much as I love all of that and delight in the pleasure of witnessing such beauty, it is not the most honest answer I could give. If that was all it was for me, then I could find such views in easier ways. In many aspects of life, it is the people that make this experience so enjoyable, that influence and shape who we are and who we will become, that in the end hold the most powerful places in our memory. Mountain people indeed are a special breed, hardworking and resourceful, content, yet always chasing the next. They can live in a moment as sharp as the edge of a knife, and get lost within fantasies of far-off summits in lands unknown. They are mysterious beings whose minds hold secrets that can never be known. But it hasn't been the people that has drawn me to the mountains, as I've always preferred to travel alone. And when company is chosen, I choose the company of those who also choose to be alone. There's Forest, alone on the mountain. I'm alone here, and you're alone over there. So then, as I look closer at it, it seems that it's not so much the external factors like beauty and people that get me out the door and up the mountains. but rather something internal, something even harder to put words to, an experience that in each moment is uniquely my own. To put it simply, I might just say because it's hard. But that feels like a disservice to the process of overcoming challenges and fears. There is a pleasure to be found in breathing heavy and digging deep, to pushing my body harder than it otherwise has any reason to work, to make what feels impossible possible, and then watch who it allows me to become with each step I didn't think I could take. To learn to smile as my hands and face grow numb when the winds rip through, chilling me to the core. To learn to laugh as bad turns to worse, because I know that in time it will become another great memory of adventure. To live on the edge of heightened senses, moving through unforgiving terrain, and for moments to feel more alive than I've ever felt just looking up from the valley below. And perhaps, above all, to feel the unquenchable desire to live as death breathes down my neck, whispering, "One wrong move."
Oh my god! Okay, that was a bit harder than I needed to go, and I did it. And it would have been easier if I wasn't holding a camera in my hand. But nothing I haven't done before.
So, with that said, it might seem like I go to the mountains to have a beautiful time suffering, or rather, to have a beautiful time learning not to suffer. To enjoy the beauty knowing my time there is fleeting, and accept that I cannot remain, that I cannot have these feelings always, and that I must return to my life off the mountain and also enjoy that existence. To not only face, but to seek discomfort and adversity rather than avoiding it, knowing that it too is temporary, that the aches and pains shall pass and my energy return. So next time someone asks, why do I climb the mountains? I will tell them to practice equanimity.